Hey folks, BlackCross here, and today I wanted to go ahead and talk about Boogie2988. Now, for those of you who've never heard of the guy, he's basically a big, and I don't mean this to sound offensive at all, I don't mean it at all. Even he would put it in his perspective. He's basically a big guy who plays video games, collects Magic the Gathering trading cards, Pokemon trading cards, and recently in some videos he's been showing off some of his collection, like his statue figures, as well as his Xbox One controllers. So basically he's just a random YouTuber who posts up videos of his collectibles. He does a couple of news discussions, as well as like interviews, as well as game reviews from time to time. But this video isn't about Boogie, of his channel and everything like that. But this video is more or less about what he's about to go into, or rather, by the time this video gets released, what he's already done as of August the 1st. If you followed Boogie in the past, like, year, I want to say? Yeah, I think it's been like a year, if not over a year now. He's been talking about this. He's about to go into surgery for I believe it's pronounced gastric bypass surgery or something like that. Basically what the surgery is that they take your stomach and they shrink it to the size of an egg. Now what that does is that basically prevents you from eating too much, and it allows your stomach to process the food faster to where I'm messing that up really badly right now. But the best way that I can explain it is that the reason why they shrink it down to size is that it stops you from eating so much more food. In other words, basically you're going to be training yourself, or retraining yourself, should I say, of controlled eating habits. And the way he's discussed it is that basically you're put on this training diet of some form of way, and what this diet does, it's not so much a diet, but it's a new habit that you stick with for the rest of your life. Because by shrinking your stomach into the size of an egg, you're able to lose more weight and lose more fat and burn it quicker, basically. In a nutshell, you shrink your stomach, you eat less, and then you're able to lose that much more weight. And this was something he's been wanting to do for, like, a long time. In fact, in the past, like, 3 years that I've been subscribed, no, 2 years technically 2 years that I've been subscribed to him, he's been wanting to do this for a long time. In fact, if I had to say, he'd probably been wanting to do this even longer than that. And at first, they were going to do this July 25th. Well, that ended up getting pushed to August the 1st. And Boogie just recently uploaded a video saying that today is the day. Or rather, yesterday was the day. You know me. I get news late. And then I end up doing it on the day that I get it revealed to me. And then I end up having it revealed the next day. And it's like, hey, this is a day late. Well, it's because technically I knew about it, but I didn't upload it, and I didn't get the video done until today, which is happening today, but actually happened yesterday. You get the point. The point is, I'm late. But, Boogie was talking about it and everything like that, and he had some personal words that he wanted to say and everything. And, in all honesty, I understand where he's going with this. It really makes sense. And a lot of people have talked about this and everything like that, and they said, Boogie, why are you doing something so risky like this? Why are you doing this? And the funny thing is, he said that technically, this is not as risky as it would be if you got your gallbladder removed. And from what he said, people who get their gallbladder removed usually end up having some risks that goes along the way. And personally, the way he sees it, it makes sense. He's technically 45, and for him being as big as he is, and again, no offense, but for him to be as big as he is, being 45, that is a surprise. Most big people are lucky enough to even get past 40 for that matter. because of their weight, their heart isn't able to keep up with the weight. And after a while, well, you can kind of guess it. Eventually the heart gives up and you die because of overweight. Even John Panette died at a relatively young age. I mean, I think he died like right after 50. And in all honesty, he was kind of like on a diet off and on. But he passed away because of overweight. It wasn't because of anything serious or anything like that. It was because he was overweight. Gabriel Iglesias is also overweight. And at first, everything seemed normal. But recently, he started to realize that things are getting serious, and he's reaching an age where being fat is going to become a problem. When he was younger, that was no big deal. Now that he's getting older, it's going to get effective. So, Gabriel's trying to learn to actually lose weight, but the problem is he travels a lot, so it's harder on him to lose that weight. And Bogie's kind of like half and half of Gabriel's problem. And I say only half and half because he doesn't travel as much as what Gabriel does. Gabriel is always on the road. Boogie, not so much. The only time he's ever out is whenever, well, I wouldn't say out of the house. I mean like traveling from state to state or from country to country. It's whenever he's going to like different conventions and stuff. So I can see how this isn't as effective towards him and how he's able to go into surgery whereas Gabriel could not. And if you don't know about Gabriel's situation, you should look up one of his shows. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, it was actually his movie that he released a couple of years ago that he talked about it. Which I was like, okay, this is interesting. And Boogie has some choice words to say and everything like that, and he said that honestly, he couldn't have done this without his viewers. You know, reaching where he's at right now. And he said that it seemed unlikely. But this was more or less the craziness in his head, which, that's anybody. You know, anytime you go into surgery, you're going to get that crazy talk. But, you know, I just wanted to say a few words to Boogie. To him, personally. And I don't know if he's going to be seeing this video. I don't know if he will even get a chance to even hear me talk about it. But Boogie, if you do end up actually watching this video, which, holy shit, you're awesome. I can't believe you're watching one of my videos, but I want to go ahead and talk about this to you. You deserve the best that you could ever ask for. You know, it's like you said in your video, you're happy that you're married to somebody, you're happy about your dog, you're happy about the career you got, you're happy about the fact that you've got a beautiful house. It's about time that you get even more happier. And if it means losing all the weight that you want to get rid of, that's perfectly understandable. It makes sense. You know, your age, again, no offense, but with your age, it does make sense. And honestly, it makes sense for anybody. You know, you get to that certain age, the weight's going to be a problem. You know, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. It's one of those things. But the way you explain it is that the best case scenario of going through this is that you're setting a better example, not only for yourself, but your viewers as well. And it's funny too, it's like you were saying that when you started your YouTube channel, you basically started off as a bad influence. And now you're saying that once you go through the surgery, you're hoping to be a good influence. And I think that's a good thing to go for. And I wish you nothing but the best of luck. I will keep you in my thoughts and prayers, and if I could, I would give you the biggest hug I could possibly give you. And trust me when I say this, and again, no offense, that's hard to do. Again, no offense towards you, but, while record, you're not the first YouTuber that got me into where I'm wanting to right now. You're not the main YouTuber, but you're definitely one of the top YouTubers that I want to meet so badly. If I could ever figure out a way to actually pay for a plane, or even drive to wherever you're going to be at, any convention or whatsoever, I would do so just to get to meet you. But, you know, it's one of those things. I don't know if you get to see this video, but if you do get to see this video, Boogie, do let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about me and personally, or if you feel like you just want to hang out or whatever. That's cool too. I'd be fine with that. Hell, I'm sure any of your fans would think it'd be awesome just to hang out with you, but honestly, Boogie, I hope everything goes out well. I hope you and your wife and your dog Sammy enjoy your time off. And just enjoy it, you know? Really enjoy it. But, whenever you do get back to uploading videos again and talking about stuff and everything like that, there is one thing I do want to ask. When you get done playing Final Fantasy 15, do a review, because I'm kind of curious about what you think of 15. I really do. Anyway, though, that's all I wanted to talk about. That was just some personal thoughts that I wanted to say about Boogie. Again, I doubt he'll see this video, but if he does, holy freaking shit. But I'll see you in the next video. Until then, this is BlackCross signing off, and Boogie, especially to you, I wish you a wonderful day, and may God bless you. Take care.